to our workshop today. We're going to ask you to get involved. So when you see one of these orange slides, you may want to pause and answer the questions together.
Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Hello everybody, my name is Jess and I'm the Artistic Director of the Bookworm Players Children's Theatre Company, which is a very, very long title. But basically what I do is I get to create work and stories and put them on the stage and tour them to young audiences like you. And I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for the writing, if it wasn't for the writers themselves and the actual stories and the characters and the wonderful world that we can create using our imaginations. So today we're going to use our imaginations and we're going to go on our own adventure. Now, some of you may already know that it's Children's Mental Health Awareness Week at the moment. So I want to start with a nice relaxing exercise to get the cogs in our brains working and to start thinking about that imaginary world that we're going to create. So it doesn't matter if you're at home or if you're in the classroom, I want you to just do something really simple. Just start by closing your eyes. Now this might be easier for you than me because I'm stood up, but if you're sat down, just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And you can lie down if you've got the space to do that as well. This is quite a nice cozy exercise. I'm not sure if you can hear, but I'm listening to the sound of the rain on the rooftop as well. And that's quite a nice cozy, warm feeling knowing that I'm inside while it's all rainy and drizzly outside. Okay, so your eyes are closed. Breathing in through your nose and then out through your mouth. That's it, keep your eyes closed and start to feel your body relax. So starting with your feet, you can give them a wiggle to start with, but then allow them to just relax. Let all the tension in the muscles go. That's it. And then working up to the calves. Just allow all the tension in your calves to melt away. You might want to give your legs a little wiggle just to help with this. Moving up to your thighs and to your tummy. Relax your tummy, your chest as you're breathing. Really, really just let everything go. And your arms, your fingers, maybe scrunch your hands up tight and then release them and really enjoy that sensation of releasing them. And then allow that breath to go all the way through your body, from the top of your head all the way down to your toes, and feel like you're really breathing in and filling up every single space that you have inside your body, and then releasing too, all the way up to your chest. Sometimes when we're feeling anxious, we can have a really, really tight chest, so just work on letting that go. And your face, we forget sometimes to release our face muscles and we're used to doing loads of weird expressions all day. So relax the face as well, maybe your jaw, allow your mouth to stay open, all the way to the top of your head. If you're lying down on the floor, this will be much easier. Okay, and with your eyes still closed, I want you now to just go to that special place in your head, your imagination. And what's wonderful is this is unique to every single person. So we're all going to see different things in our mind's eye. But close your eyes and I want you to imagine that you're staring up at the ceiling. And what can you see? It's going to be different for all of us. For me, I'd be able to see skylights, big windows, and thick raindrops falling down. I can hear them, but I can't see them. So staring at your roof, you might see a light above your head. You might see the ceiling of your bedroom, the ceiling of the school classroom that you're in, the ceiling of your kitchen, your living room, wherever you may be. And I want you to look up in your mind's eye, in your imagination, and as you're staring at that ceiling, it starts to part. You see a tiny little crack, and that crack eventually gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But you don't have to worry, because the ceiling doesn't fall down on you, it just opens up. So there's a large spaced hole which is just big enough for you to be able to travel through. So keeping your eyes closed, everybody, I want you to imagine the ceiling has just opened up and you start to feel a strange sensation in your body. So at first, it feels like a funny little buzzing. It might feel like there's a butterfly fluttering its wings all around you, starting with your legs, going all the way up to your tummy and into your chest and into your head. And there's this buzzing, this strange feeling, a strange energy. And with that energy, you notice that your body starts to lift itself up off the floor. And you're hovering there, just off the floor, about a metre now off the floor, and you realise that your body is getting higher and higher and higher. It's rising up, and you're almost flying. But it's a lovely warm sensation, and as you go up, you go through that large hole in the ceiling. And guess what? It's not raining there anymore. You can feel the sunlight on your face, the warmth of the rays of the sun, and you go higher and higher and higher still. So you're much taller than any of the trees that you might be able to see if you peek down on. I wonder what all of you are seeing in your imagination. And as you start to move, you can feel yourself still lying flat, but above the whole world. And you can feel yourself travelling past your local park. That might be Croxteth, it might be Reynolds Park, it might be Stanley Park, it might be Norris Green, loads of different parks. I want you to imagine all the people below you as you go by. And you've got this lovely floating feeling. But you're going even higher. You go higher above the clouds and it starts to get faster. It's a very strange sensation, but it's fun, it's enjoyable, and you know that you feel safe. And gradually, after you've been flying through the sky like this, lying down for quite a while, you start to feel yourself lower. That's it, eyes closed still. And as you lower down, you realise, before you see anything, you can smell the salty air. Do you know where you are? Yes, you're on a tropical beach, the most beautiful beach. And slowly, your body is placed down on the sand. It's nice and safe. And you can actually move your arms around, and I want you to imagine that you can feel all of those grains of sand between your fingertips. What do they feel like? Is the sand warm where the sun's been on it? It's going to be so much warmer where you are now because it's tropical. What else do you think you might be able to hear? Use your imagination to think about the sounds, the smells, the tastes in your mouth. What can you see around you? If I was on a tropical island, I'd be listening to the wind, maybe in the banana leaves, coconuts I can hear. I can hear birds, lots of beautiful birds calling to each other. And of course, the sound of the sea and the waves lapping up. That's it, lapping up into the shore as you lie there on the sand. And I want you to imagine how lovely it feels to be in that warm sunshine, to be so relaxed on that beach and there's no one else around, just you in this really, really beautiful space, this special escape that you've made for yourself. And this is a really lovely way of relaxing, using our imagination, going to a special place. If you're just stuck on your own in the house even. This is why our imagination is an incredible tool. And when we hear stories, and when we read stories, or share stories, or build stories together, or even see them on stage, we are transported to a magical world. Okay, everyone, now shake yourself out, that's it. Shake your hands in front of you like this. Shake them up to the ceiling. Shake them down to the floor. Shake them over to the window. and shake into the door. That's it, and just roll your shoulders. Whew. Now, hopefully you're feeling nice and relaxed after that. And that's a really lovely exercise to be able to just escape whatever is going on in your life and to relax, chill out, and go to your favourite place using your imagination. So, thinking about it being Children's Mental Health Week and thinking about it also being National Storytelling Week, we thought that we'd put both of those things together and that we would use inspiration from Smriti Hall's book and David Litchfield's illustrations to take us on a journey and adventure into that world. So, Rain Before Rainbows. And that's all about positive thinking and going on a journey. So I want us to go on that journey now. So we need to prepare for a journey. What might you take with you? What do you think? A coat? Yes. Okay, let's take a coat. So can you pop your coat on like this? That's it. Grab a coat. Does it have a hood? Mine has a hood. I'm going to put the hood up and I'm going to tie a little bow here and zzz, I'm going to put the zip up too. And now some wellies, I think. Some wellies might be handy. So can you get your wellies on? Whoa, that's it. And your other wellies on? Excellent. Okay, and now we're going to go on that journey. So rain before rainbows, clouds before sun. We've already been through the clouds, haven't we? And we've already thought about the beautiful warm sun. So now we're going to go through mountains. Okay, so I'm glad I've got this coat on. So we're going to walk from the beach. That's it, nice and slowly. From the beach, shake off any sand that you may still have. Shake off the sand. And we're going to go up into some mountains. So they might be really, really steep. So stay with me. You might find a stick. I'm going to grab a stick here. And I'm going to grab another stick here. And these are going to help me get up that really, really treacherous mountain. And guess what? It's a mountain, so it's freezing cold and there's snow. Now I want you to imagine the snow. What does it feel like? Is it cold? Yes. Well, I might put my sticks down for a minute and try and warm myself up. And is it windy? Can you feel that icy cold wind? And as the snow starts to melt on your arms and trickle down, you're very, very glad that you put that coat on. Now we get all the way up to the top of the mountain and we can see the sun again. And we go back down the mountain. And you know what? I think that there might be a sledge. So grab yourself a sledge. I can see one here. Think about what colour your sledge is. Mine is red. I'm going to step into the sledge. I'm going to put a helmet on for health and safety. That's it, so pop your helmet on to get into your sledge. That's it. And we're gonna go really, really fast down the side of the mountain. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hold on. Whoa. Whoosh. Right at the bottom of the mountain. Amazing, excellent. We made it through, everyone. But now what can I see? I can see a very strange dreamlike world. What do you think the world of your dreams looks like? For me, I can see lots of different colours all swishing and swirling around. And it makes me feel a little bit sleepy, but also quite exciting because there's so much going on with all of these beautiful colours, sparkling and twinkling. And then what do I see but some dragons? And we're going to have to battle the dragons. So everyone, can you get out a sword? That's it. I've got one here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, on guard. 1, 2, 3, on guard. Excellent, that's it. Make sure that you're joining in at home. And what's special about this sword is this is a very magical sword. So even if you hold it up like that, then any dragon near you is going to go and run away. But before they do that, they breathe fire on you. And what do you do if they're breathing fire? Duck down, everyone, quick! Duck down! And the dragon's gone. Phew! And in this dreamlike world, you might suddenly start feeling a bit lost. So you look around, maybe you've got a magnifying glass, or some binoculars. Try your binoculars. Or a telescope. And as you're looking around, you see a map, but not just any map. Hold it up. What colour is your map? Mine is a sort of faded beige colour. It looks hundreds of years old. I'm going to turn it round this way. Can you turn yours this way? It's a treasure map. And there's an X. X marks the spot for the treasure. And there's a skull. And there's some illustrations of some palm trees on here. What's on your map? I can see so many different things. Now this map is going to guide us to the treasure. So keep this safe. That's it. I'm going to pop this map in my pocket and I'm going to carry on walking. So make sure that we push all the branches out of the way. Push all these branches. We're coming into a forest now. That's it. Push them back. And we're going to see if we can find this treasure anywhere. And now everything turns dark. Can you imagine everything has turned dark around you? You might not be able to hear a thing. It might be incredibly quiet here in the dark. We all have dark days, don't we? And we all have worries. But we come out the other side of it, and what's in front of us? A beautiful forest. And there's lots of plants around us, so I want you to pretend to be that seed. So be a tiny little seed that's growing up from the ground. Stretch your arms up, nice and tall, and become a tree in the forest. That's it. I want to see your branches swaying in the wind. And you grow to a really, really strong tree. Wonderful. And as we walk through that wood, so walk through the wood with me. That's it. Be careful not to step on any of these beautiful flowers. And we're going to see a rope hanging down. So can you grab hold of this rope? I can see it. That's it. And then we're going to pull ourselves up. So really pull. That's it. And the other way. That's it. Pull both hands. Nearly there. We're going to climb up this rope. And this is like when we're having a really tough day. We always make it up to the top of the rope. And we know that we're going to feel better. And then once we come to the top of the rope, we realise we're in an incredible land. And there's rain. How shall we do that? We could start off slowly. That's it. By patting your legs. And then get faster and faster all together. So we hear the sound of the rain and then maybe some thunder and lightning. Are you scared? No, of course you're not, because you're really brave. And now we're going to carry on walking and it's going to be really muddy. So you might need to put your wellies on. Wellies on. That's it. And we're going to go through the mud. And then we're going to see that beautiful sunshine coming through again. And what do we see? Sometimes if it's raining and the sun's shining, we see a rainbow, yes! A glorious symbol of hope, the rainbow. And I know during lockdown, lots of people were putting rainbows up, weren't they, in their windows for the NHS, which is such a lovely thing to do. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And right at the end of the rainbow, there's a treasure chest. What does it look like to you? I can see in my treasure chest that there's lots of rubies and emeralds and diamonds and gold coins and goblets for drinking out of and gold plates. I'm going to pick them up. It's going to be really, really heavy, but I'm going to take a handful of coins and everyone else join in with me. throw them up in the air. Whoa! I think that is what I would do. I'd be so happy if I found some treasure. I'd just throw it up. And then I'm going to take whatever I can. I'm going to take some necklaces here, some brooches, some coins, pop them in my pocket so they're not too heavy. And then I'm going to take these back with me to Liverpool. So just like we did at the beginning, we're now going to close our eyes. Deep breath in, deep breath out. We're going to go up through the sky, back past the parks, past the football stadiums, past the liver birds, and then back so you can see your house or your school roof, wherever you may be, back through that gap in the roof. Very, very slowly back down. And we're going to land on the floor. And think about the amazing adventures that we've been on today. So don't lose that. Stay with your imagination. Create as many worlds and as many adventures as you would like to. Keep reading your stories and keep sharing them with each other. And if you'd like to send them in to us, then you can do so. We'll put a link at the end of the video because we would really love to hear your own stories and what your imagination has conjured up. So to quote the wonderful Dr. Seuss again, you're off on adventures. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you next time.